read my book, we have mentioned about this itself. There is nothing called as free lunch on this earth. If WhatsApp is not charging a single penny and giving an uninterrupted service for years and years, and not to you, but to millions and billions of people, what is their revenue model? Naturally, the revenue model will be something which you and I don't know. And one of the revenue models which they were using has been used by third party, which was not authorized by WhatsApp. So they are calling it as to be a snooping by them. But what I personally feel, they have been watching, listening and deriving data out of your conversations. Else, how would they get money? There is no other way they have a revenue model. They are not giving advertisements to you. A. So what is the remedy? So if you ask me, the remedy is only in one line. There has to be traceability, taxability to any transactions which happen within the precincts of this country, and data sovereignty is the only way we can have control over these kind of things. Had there been the local servers in India, we could have asked our law enforcement agencies to do a forensic and understand. I'll just complete this line. Then we could have asked them to do a forensic and ask them whether there was a breach really happening. 2, who authorized that breach? And 3, was that breach enough to be concerned or not to be concerned? I don't know whether Citizen Lab is an authorized agency to speak to somebody in India. Yeah, A. Number 2, I really don't know whether they really have data and data accesses which they claim to have. But yes, if the victim feels his phone has to be forensically checked, we do have capability to do that. He can always approach the authorities. Authorities can confirm to him whether there was a breach. And if there is a breach, they would take actions. He need not even file the complaint. There will be a suo motu action, and which is a duty of the sovereign government to do it. So he need not worry about that. A. But in this particular case, don't you feel there is something fishy when there is a case of few $1,000s been filed against NSO, which is an Israeli organization in US, and then there are calls made by certain people to certain people in India, not to everybody. And these people who are there, they come under one single list who get this call. So my simple advice to them will be, there are 3 ways of remedies. 1, they go to police, file a complaint. If they don't trust the police for some reason, they don't want to go to the police, they can approach court. Court can give them some kind of remedy. In case they don't even want to go to the court, they can approach the parliament or to the standing committees through the parliamentarians. There are the 3 remedies. What is the role of the gentleman who called up? How did he get number of Rajivji, and why should Rajivji trust him against the sovereign government? Had I been in his place, I would have questioned the gentleman, why are you calling me? I would have trusted my government rather than some unknown person who calls me in the midnight and claims that he knows things about me. First, that means he has breached my privacy. A. B, immediately I would have gone into a bandwagon where I would have asked for data sovereignty, I would have asked for traceability, I would have asked for taxability. My request to everybody who's listening to our conversation right now, or the audience which are watching you, is they are making trillions of dollars by using you as a product. They don't pay tax to you, they don't give you traceability. Today this has happened to these people. Anand, let me not tell in the interest of the people, because a lot of commotion was going on in between, so I don't know whether the audience understood. Let us have 2 separate things. Any kind of surveillance, if it is done by a state, it is not done by agencies called or companies called of NSOs or these kind of companies which are third party and which can be caught. Let me tell you, state only does surveillance if it is authorized and it is legal, and then it is done in such a nice fashion that it does not disturb the integrity of an individual if it is not done. And it is only done on the people who come under that category of to be surveillance. So A. Number 2, all these kind of third-party applications, they keep coming, they keep presenting to the agencies of various countries, even to the Indian agencies, so that they can sell their product. What they do is to make a point for themselves that they have been capable to do this. Many times they deliberately come out with these kind of things. We have to be aware of this also. Number 2, I heard Chetanji saying that he would like to do certain things. I would simply request him one thing. He is a lawyer. Yesterday on another channel, I had requested Pawan Dugalji. They can come out pro bono without charging the victims, go to the court and request for data sovereignty. Right. What they are trying to do is they are trying to cut one leaf and one stem. Please cut the tree from the root. You talk about privacy, you talk about protection, you talk about right to recall. Makes no sense. You talk about data sovereignty, it will address all the issues.